As promised, the automobile culture has been a driving force around the world for decades, but not so in China, where car ownership has only become common over the past 10 years. Can investing in auto events like car racing pay off? Xia Cheng and I put on racing helmets to show you the fascinating changes in China's car culture.
Just look around the sports car booths at the Beijing Auto Show, you realize how far China's love affair with car culture has come. It is such an ingrained part of people's lives that many are finding soulmates at auto clubs planning getaways around their cars. Cheng Lei and I went to a souped-up car event in Beijing before the auto show to check out China's car racing scene. 10 years ago, events like this were for the niche market, but now masses of people are hooked on the sound of slashing tires.
I interviewed Jim Ye, owner of the event site, 11 years ago, when China was still the kingdom of bicycles. This time, he tells me the early investment is paying handsome returns.
For this Golden Pole here in Beijing, the revenue for last year is 6 billion, but not just for myself, because Golden Pole itself plus all the dealerships here and clubs, etc.
So tell us how the whole car racing, car event scene has changed since last time I interviewed you, which was 11 years ago.
It has been changed dramatically because there's a grassroots automobile culture developed in China. 10 years ago, it's only elite. Now, as you can see today, it's the very big population, especially the young people. And most important, there's nothing better for them to do.
Automakers are pulling out all the stops in chic design, cutting-edge technology, and even bringing star power to pump up the coverage of their products. You may recognize this man.
They're very patriotic about their brand and the company, and obviously with myself, I'm a very patriotic Englishman. So there's a lot of history with Jaguar, and I'm very proud to be part of this.
Yeah, I think Jaguar was going through a renaissance here in China. We saw our sales double year on year last year. We announced
from a low base.
From a relatively low base, of course, yes, but we're making an investment of about £3.5 billion each year for the next 5 years.
Back at the auto show, Xia Cheng and I spoke to 2 sports car brands about how they're banking on Chinese consumers' need for speed. How do you feel about the fact that Ferrari sometimes can have a negative perception in China because of bad boys doing dangerous things, getting in trouble in Ferraris?
What we are trying to understand is what is happening. I think you are referring of 2 or 3 events that happened. I think we were not looking for that, and at the end, if you want, we would like to understand why this happened. But then I think everything was overcome. The effect on the brand was not so important. I think we continue to have success. And from the other side, we feel that the perception of Ferrari as a brand, as a manufacturer of cars in China is always improving. So that means also if we are representing something which is luxury, I think at the end it's something more than that, because Ferrari is always Italian craftsmanship, is technology, is performances, so it's something more complex than not only a luxury product.
And in terms of Formula One, you've got a new car as well. Is that going to take Ferrari back to the top? Because it's been a bit quiet the past few years.
We have a good cooperation in terms of transfer of technology from the F1 and the road cars. Is still F1 for us is still the advanced research for the company, and also if sometimes the results are not so good, then, but anyway the evolution and the research is there.
I still remember back the times in 2006. We had 2 dealerships. We sold 27 cars in China. The most successful month last year was we sold over 1,000. Total Maserati sales in mainland in China last year, 2013, were 3,000 cars. which was a significant contribution to our global sales, about 50,400. Our objective for this year is important. We want more than double our sales in China.
I heard there are many female buyers in China.
Of course. We are very happy about this. Our Chinese customers are the youngest customers globally. Typical customers, let's say, in the traditional markets like in Europe or in the United States are predominantly male, significantly elder. Of course, we are offering to our customers here more fashionable features, more intense colors and interiors.
Does mobile internet affect your company?
Oh, yes, very much. Over 60% is looking and collecting and searching information from mobile devices. And we are pushing very hard to further improve, modernize, and optimize our services.